Yo, what's going on, homies? It's your boy Stumped back from the OPTC video, and in today's video, we're taking a look at Kuzan Blackbeard Powerhouse team in some Pirate Rumble, letting it rock, letting it roll, and seeing how fast this man can move. And honestly, this man moves very, very fast. With the addition of Kuzan to the Blackbeard sort of array, you can do some really, really fun stuff with Powerhouse characters. Pell just recently got his level limit break and became even more of a disgusting beast than he already was. And shout out to my homie Tony for sending me this particular team. He did actually find it somewhere else online. So Tony, if you're watching this video, please link the original creator in the comment section below. I'll pin the comment. We can go from there. But the team is a lot of fun. I don't think it's like the most game-breaking team in the world. It's not going to go through and decimate every single team under the sun, but goddamn does it move fast. It moves so freaking quick. I don't know if you guys noticed at the start of the video, but Blackbeard was on a 24 cooldown reduction. 24 CD to start the fight was absolutely wild. On top of that, you have Kuzan, who can give a 20% cooldown reduction. And when you have characters like Strength Luffy running around and Pell running around, that is just not okay. Like, the amount of damage you can get off in the first 30 seconds is wild. Absolutely wild. On top of that, Blackbeard is doing a disgusting amount of dot damage, and if you partner this up with stuff like HP cuts that other Powerhouse characters can do, you can throw stuff on like Whitebeard, Kainu, those types of units. You could probably do some really, really interesting things. But I did find this team a lot of fun. I did find this team to move so disgustingly fast that I had to make a video on it, because if you guys see this team as a defensive team, be very, very scared. Be very easy to just throw on the 5-man Powerhouse defensive build and sort of have a team get rolled very, very quickly. Especially with characters like Cracker, who's giving Powerhouse CD. You have Kuzan, who's giving CD as well as speed. Blackbeard's giving himself level 10 CD, and then all of the other caliber that Powerhouse comes with. You can do some pretty wild stuff, like some absolutely wild stuff. Now, in saying that though, I don't think it trumps stuff like the crazy meta strength team, nor do I think it trumps the crazy meta slasher team. It'd probably struggle actually as well against the crazy dex team as well, but with the right RNG, if you have like Blackbeard go first, maybe then move into Cracker and Pell, hit with Kuzan and then Luffy, all of a sudden you just absolutely wiped the floor with the entire team, and it hasn't even hit the 30-second mark. It's just absolutely bonkers. Like, Blackbeard's ready to go, and we're like 15 seconds into the fight. Like, it's proper wild. Now, I do think that the CD reduction does scale in a sense. It does get affected by, like, the more you have, the less the effect actually is. Because as you can see there, the enemy is rocking, like, 11 CD, I believe. We are rocking about 14, but their Roger Whitebeard got very, very good RNG, managed to make his way right at the front, right as his special war launched, and did take out my Kuzan, which is very, very interesting. But Pell being, again, an absolute monster that Pell is, manages to tank it, and with that, the team really just doesn't have time to do anything else, and all of a sudden, the entire team's dead, because Cracker's gone, Pell's gone, Luffy's gone, Blackbeard's nerfed, and it's just like 33 seconds, and we're done. We just move. I actually had to dive into a challenge fight at the end of this video, because I had done my 3 fights so quick, that I was like, damn, that's like a 3-minute video. Like, I need more content to release, so we are going to take on a Cerebrally build. These are just my PvP fights for the day. I did try and find things that weren't like autofill teams, but I didn't want to take anything on too crazy, just because, you know, like, championships coming up, dude. We gotta make sure we keep that ranking. We need those rewards. But I did want to take on some heavy hitters like Roger Whitebeard and a variation of the slasher team that had a lot of CD, as you guys saw. I did want to take on Strength. I want to see how we went up against like Kobe and Strength Luffy. And I did want to see how we go up against stuff like Yamato, Nami Karina, and stuff like that as well. Yamato's an interesting one though, because if you're not running Sai and Yamato dies, like, you're going to lose a unit. Like, it has to happen. So I thought that would be a pretty good showcase as well. But the idea of the team, like, you realistically want Blackbeard to go first. But I have been finding that Kuzan does somehow find his way into the front and always goes first, which is a bit annoying, because then, like, that 20% CD reduction is kind of, like, useless, because the entire team already has their cooldowns. Like, we want Kuzan to go after characters who use their specials, so that way that 20% cooldown goes back into the next lot of specials, and you are good to go there. But the upside to running all of this CD, the upside to running all this speed, is you have a unit like Strength Luffy go in the first 40 seconds. And that is a staple. He'll always go in the first 40 seconds. Sometimes he'll go like quicker, but he'll always go in the first 40 seconds. And at that point, provided he doesn't die, at that point, you basically just beat the entire team. It's wild. If he doesn't die, you win. It's straight up. And I do believe if you go up against the meta teams and that happens, they don't kill Luffy before your special goes off, it's very hard to tank that and somehow salvage the rest of the fight on top of Cracker coming behind him and Pell coming behind that and Blackbeard's dot damage. But we took on the Dex team here, and this particular team actually gave us a little bit of grief. So this is why I don't think this team kind of cracks the meta 5 or like the top 10 list, or oh my god, these units are so good you have to pull for them and use them in PvP. Because whilst this team is a lot of fun and it can do some really, really cool things, it's not going to be the team that kind of carries you through a win every single time like the meta Slasher and the meta Strength team was doing for so damn long. But in saying that though, it was a lot of fun. Huge shout out to whoever put it together. It's nice to see that Powerhouse have like a formidable team. I'm not going to call them a meta team, but I'm going to call it a formidable team, and one that you do have to be scared of if you see all these characters thrown together. Blackbeard is just a fantastic PvP unit. He works so well across the board on a variety of different teams, whether it's like a Dex Powerhouse team, whether it's a Strength Powerhouse team, whether it's the Int build itself with Powerhouse units. You can do some really, really cool stuff with Blackbeard, purely because he nerfs the enemy and doesn't really buff you at all. As for Kuzan, he's interesting. Like, he's an interesting character. I don't think he's like a must-have for a lot of teams, but the fact that he's Striker and Powerhouse does open the door to a lot of options. I believe he boosts quick Powerhouse characters, like in PvP, so he's buffing the quick color as well as the Powerhouse typing, so you can do some fun stuff with him on either the quick team or the Powerhouse team. I might be incorrect there, but look, correct me in the comment section below. I haven't really read Kuzan. I just know he's a very, very fast boy. He gives a lot of speed, a lot of CD, and he gives special like roll forwards. So that's pretty much all I know of him and what I want from him. Now, Luffy went there, and that's kind of where like the Dex team's kind of like, oh, I don't really know, because Luffy doesn't really find a home on the meta Dex team. The only reason we lost 2 characters there was because of V1 Blackbeard getting the 100% cooldown from Luffy. Other than that, this team didn't struggle at all. Like, it was basically free. As soon as Luffy went, it was just game over. Wiped out a bunch of units. And Pell, man. Pell's level limit break is just absolutely disgusting. The fact he hits 2 units now, it's wild. On top of that extra just like level 1 stats that I think they gave him, it's kind of nuts. So let me know what you guys think of the Powerhouse team in the comment section below. While you're down there, belt the like button, hit the subscribe button, do all that good stuff for me. Most importantly, wherever you guys are in this beautiful world, please remember to enjoy the rest of your day. As always, homies, thank you all for watching, and I'll catch you all in the next one.